It's my birthday!
Yay!
So Emily asked what I wanted to do for my birthday, and usually I just don't really know. But since we are new to this area, I wanted to go nursery hopping. The whole day, just going from nursery to nursery. And fortunately, Noah's at school, so I don't have to hear another one. When are we going home? I'm hungry. I love him to death, but definitely didn't want him on this trip. You might do it by the end of the day. So I put out some posts on Instagram, our Facebook group, and our YouTube community page, and you guys gave me tons and tons of places to go. So during our coffee time this morning, we went through all the comments, wrote down all the places that you guys said, and put little tally marks next to the one that were mentioned multiple times. And so today we're going to be sticking mainly with Fallbrook, Vista, Oceanside, and San Marcos, or as locals say, San Marcos. So in today's video, we are going to be spending my birthday going around to different nurseries. At the end of the video, if I buy anything, I'll show you the haul when I get it home. So we're starting out the day at Green Thumb Nursery. This is actually the nursery I grew up going to in my hometown of Ventura. And so I was amazed that they actually had one here in San Marcos. So I didn't buy anything at Green Thumb. I've been there before, not to this one, but it was very similar. Different layout, but similar. And because it was the first place we were stopping, I have a feeling though our next stop at Exotica Rare Fruit, what was it, Exotica Rare Fruit? Anyway, it's in Vista, and I think that's going to be a very fun place, and I have a feeling I'm going to be spending some money here. Well, the entrance to Exotica looks like a jungle, so I'm excited to get inside. Very sweet.
Yep.
Really sweet. Strawberry jam.
Yep. That's the one.
How fast do the trees grow?
That's a full size. So that's a fast growing rate.
Fast.
Probably in a year it could get up to 5 or 6 feet tall.
Seriously?
Yeah. It also has more of the upright growth, whereas the strawberry jam, that's a semi-dwarf. It's more dense and compact, more branches, a little bit smaller.
So the Smyrna will grow 5 feet in the first year.
The strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
And is that the max size?
Max size, they could get about 15 to 20 feet tall.
Okay, and same with these?
That's a semi-dwarf, so I would say like 11 or 12 feet.
Okay, that's perfect.
Most, yeah.
This is Smyrna.
The purple Smyrna.
I think I like the strawberry better.
Yeah. Okay.
They're both good though.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of a white sapote or sapote before. I've never tasted one. We're getting a whole like salad bar here.
Fruit bar.
It's so interesting because it's got a creamy texture like an avocado, but it tastes like a pineapple banana. It's really good. I told you I was gonna spend money here.
Ruh-roh.
Look at these lotuses. Amazing. Wish they were blooming, but you can tell they've been blooming. The seed heads are there. Okay, so it's the next day. I had to come home after our adventure yesterday and film the grow light giveaway video for my gardening channel. So if you entered that giveaway and you haven't seen that video yet, I'm gonna put a link below. after this video, go check it out to see if you won. So we ended up coming home with 7 trees yesterday. I was so excited on this trip. We went to several nurseries. I want to thank you guys for giving me all these suggestions, because I would have had no idea they were there. I really had 2 favorites. We didn't make it to Fallbrook. We basically did Vista and San Marcos. There was just no more time in the day. But I did have 2 favorites. So my absolute 2 favorites that we went to yesterday were the Exotica Rare Fruit Nursery and Clausen's. And Clausen's we didn't get to film. It was at the end of the day, and we were hot and tired. However, we did end up getting a tree there, and we're going to be going back for more. So like I said, this trip was really about fruit trees, or trees in general, because you got to get those growing quick. And so right here you see an assortment of the different trees that we got. I'll go through each one and tell you what they are, and then I'll show you where approximately they're going to be growing. So these 2 we got at Exotica. These are both pomegranate trees for the Mediterranean garden. We've got one that's called Pink Ice, and another that a little more. Where's the stick? Where's the stick? Here it is. It's called Parfianca. This is the traditional red. The other one, like its name says, is a little more pink. Also for the Mediterranean garden, we got 2 fig trees. One I got at Exotica, which you saw me tasting earlier in the video. It's the strawberry jam fig. And then my favorite fig is the black mission fig, which I found at Clausen's. So I got 3 more for the tropical garden at Exotica. These 2 are pink floss trees. I think I'm actually going to head back and get a couple of more of these. I don't know if you've seen them. If you live in Southern California, you've seen them, maybe in Florida. Very tall. They can grow up to 40 feet or higher. They have spiky trunks, kind of grayish trunks, and they have beautiful pink flowers for a good portion of the year. And then once those flowers set seed, they have these big, huge, like yesterday we saw them. I don't know if you got any video, but about soccer ball size cotton balls that hang from the branches. It looks so cool. So I got 2 of those, probably go back for more. And then this is the white sapote that you saw me tasting. This is called Sunset. This is also going to go in the tropical garden. So I'm going to take you around the back to the different gardens and show you where I plan on putting these. Some you might scratch your head and wonder what I'm thinking. So the tropical garden will be in this ravine behind me, and my plan ultimately is to start replacing some of these eucalyptus trees with other types of trees, tropical trees, or at least tropical looking. Eucalyptus is a fire hazard here. It's a fire hazard everywhere. It drops tons and tons of leaves and branches that, because of their oils, do not break down, and they're also a fire hazard. And so I'm going to plant trees down in here, and as they start to grow and take over the space, I'm going to have the eucalyptus taken out, and they will already be replaced. Not looking forward to that, and it will be a slow process, because I haven't had someone out, but I've heard it's about $1,000 a tree, and I got a lot of thousands here. So again, these vegetable beds are here temporarily only for fall. And then there will be probably palm trees and things that replace that as a backdrop to the pool that will be right here in this area. Now beyond that, as this starts to slope downward, I'm going to be planting all kinds of tropical trees. The pink floss trees, a couple of those will go here. I've got a big rubber tree. I'm going to have lots of bananas and papayas, macadamias. So this really will be a food forest and a tropical garden. In the tropics, you have, in a rainforest, you've got several canopies of trees that shade what's growing beneath them. They also create their own microclimate. Even here in Southern California, it really does become a humid rainforest when you've got that many plants packed in there. And as I said on the last video, they don't take a ton of water necessarily. They might take a little bit more as they're being established for the first year, but then after that, even trees that look as tropical as the pink floss tree is actually drought tolerant, as is the rubber tree. So to create that canopy for everything growing down there, this whole slope is going to be planted up with trees. There will also be bamboo. Now, to form the barrier between me and the neighbor, and to create, there's a road here that does get some road noise up here sometimes when, you know, there's cars and trucks going by. So all along that fence, there's going to be a thick, thick border of giant timber bamboo. Giant timber bamboo can grow up to 50 feet tall, and the bamboo stalks themselves can be about 4 inches in diameter. Now, it's important to know when you're planting bamboo, because there's a lot of bamboo that is hardy in down to very cold winters. The giant timber bamboo is not one of them. It is not frost hardy, but there's 2 different kinds of bamboo in general. There are clumping bamboo and there are running bamboo. Now, the bamboo that gets a bad name for running into your neighbor's property and tearing everything up is the running bamboo. And that sends out shoots just underground, but you can't see them, maybe 12 feet or more in one direction, and then pops its head up. Now, that might be okay on a huge property, maybe even on this property, but I don't want to have to be running after bamboo, even on my property, or if it happens to go a long ways into the neighbors. And so all the bamboo that I'm going to be planting, and there will be quite a few varieties, they will all be clumping bamboo. And those grow very slowly in terms of width-wise. They grow out very orderly, and they're very easy to control. So now if we head over to the Mediterranean garden, I'm going to make you scratch your head a little bit. So if you've watched some past videos, I lovingly call this the parking lot patio because it is as big as a parking lot. And one of the first videos I did here, I mentioned that this hose is going to be a 8 to 10 foot tall hedge that is going to divide the tropical area where the pool will be. So my thought is the pool is going to be over on that end, and then there's going to be some kind of shady sitting area over here, all tropical themed. Then there's a hedge with a door through it at some point. And when you go through that door, you will pass into the Mediterranean garden. And the first part you're going to be in is what I want to be a long table for dining. And over that table is going to be the majestic branches of a fig tree. The mission fig tree grows 30 feet tall and up to 40 feet wide. So it's going to create a great canopy of shade over this dining area. I will train it up tall, upright growth, so it grows up tall before it starts to spread out, and then I can hang lights in the tree for nighttime dining. That means, though, that the mission fig tree will be planted approximately right there. Now, this is just decomposed granite with some kind of 1/4-inch layer of concrete or something that was sprinkled over it and wet down. I have no idea what that's about, but I'm going to be taking that layer off. So this will all be decomposed granite, and then I will be able to dig down right into the decomposed granite and the soil below to plant that fig tree where it will grow up, out, and cover this area. Not that area, this area. So we also got another fig tree, the strawberry jam, and I'm going to put the Mediterranean trees kind of as an orchard over here off the ledge here down in this area. These eucalyptus will be taken out because they're going to steal all the water from anything I plant around them, and these are easy to take out because they're small. I'm probably going to do one of the pomegranate trees here. Then the smaller fig, it's a semi-dwarf, so it's only about 15 feet tall, and then the second pomegranate on this side. Now, when you're sitting right here under the fig tree dining, you'll be able to look out at the Mediterranean vegetable garden, which something I haven't told you is going to be adjoining that vegetable garden is going to be a mini vineyard. Vineyards are something that scream Italy, they scream southern France. And so this hillside over here coming down from the vegetable garden is going to be kind of a serpentine flowing field of grapes. What I'm going to do with all those grapes, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Even if you have to give some away, it's really just for the feel that I want. We'll have the olive tree, we'll have the grapes, we'll have the figs and the pomegranates. And then over here on this side, you'll be looking down over lavender and rosemary and all the different Mediterranean plants and herbs and flowers. So I think that will really take you away to the Mediterranean. And then also something I'm thinking about, and I have not 100% gotten Emilie's okay, but I think once everything else looks great, she'll say yes, is if you see from this angle, well, further over, let's see. So you can see 3 walls of the house. One here, and one there. The windows and such will not be seen from this side because of that hedge that's going to cut across the patio. So what I want to do is I want to, just hear me out. I'm going to show some pictures of what I'm thinking about in case I don't describe it well. And this won't be now because we just paid to have this house painted, and Emilie's nowhere going to go for this. But I want to paint, or maybe stucco the house, possibly. Probably a rock or stone chimney. Stucco these 3 walls of the house. Kind of a yellow color with all of the black trim that you see and maybe some shutters put up. That will be a light blue. I've seen a lot of houses in Italy that have that look, and I think that that would just finish off this entire Mediterranean area, because you can't see these 3 walls from any other part of the property than will be a backdrop of the Mediterranean. You won't see it from tropical, English, French, nothing. It will just be from this side you will see that. So let me know what you think. If you think that's a great idea, I hope you do. I'm probably going to do it anyway, as long as Emilie says it's okay. Okay, it's super hot outside. I had a great birthday. Thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. There were so many of you, I literally couldn't get back to everybody. But I do want to thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to go back and heart at least all of the birthday wishes, but I do appreciate them nonetheless. And I did have a wonderful, wonderful birthday and bought myself some great presents that now I have to go plant. But I'm going to film that because planting that fig tree, I think, that fig tree is going to be such a imposing piece of this garden that I think that's going to be the one I plant first, because it is going to grow big and it's going to stay there for a very long time. And I want to know that that is the first thing that we planted on this property. I'll see you guys next time.